Greetings! Welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, Tomb of Horrors recap. I'm just loaded back in just so we have something to look at while I kind of share some thoughts I had about this series. I really wanted this series to be everyone gets mad at me, runs down in my cool dungeon, and we, do dungeony things. I don't think there was I think there was one army that wandered down at some point, and we fought them. I might be wrong about that. Might have been literally actually zero. I think maybe what I should have been doing instead of letting them pay me off for all the grievances, I should have leaned into the grievances, so that are wanting to go with war with me, um, or I should have been declaring war on them, or I don't know, something. Because the entire game, I just sat there and just kind of waited for them the entire time, and it didn't really work. Which is another reason why I think diplomacy kind of needs some tweaking. I was trying to be bad and no one cared. Other games I try to be good and everyone hates me, and it's just what is going on? This is so backwards. Then again, maybe I'm trying to get the game to operate in ways that it's not really meant to do. Other things. This is my probably 4th or 5th game. I've played a few offline as architects. Architects are a little slow to get up and running, but once they do, they're very powerful. Now, I think I heard that there's some rebalances coming in the new update, the Gargoyle update, which I think will be good. I think if they could figure out some way to make them a little more interesting in the beginning and a little less powerful at the end, that would be fun. Just 'cause they fail to impress at the very beginning, and afterwards they're just very, very powerful. I like them. I feel like of all the cultures to pick from, they're kind of the most flavorless, and I think the idea is you kind of build your own flavor and story around them. But sometimes you kind of just want someone to be oh, these are the scary gun people. These are the barbarians. This is the druids that ride magical frost mammoths. And then you can kind of go but also they have fire magic, right? You can kind of build your own narrative that way. I do not think next point, topic 2, I believe. Still don't quite think fear builds are worth the effort. It was so much easier just to kill. In the time it took me to kill 5 guys, I could force one guy to morale get so low that he was about to rout. But then I had lots of abilities that once their morale was that low, I could just insta kill them or summon a monster right next to him that then insta kill them. So it's sort of it's just easier to just damage the enemies to death. That said, there's some cool abilities in here. I'm glad I took this tome, which I think was from that's Tome of the Eternal Lord. Tome of Oblivion. I'd never taken that one before. That one's pretty cool. From a status debuff that's not explicitly morality. It's more sort of insanity and stuff like that. I think the Tome of Oblivion was quite cool. I was quite impressed with that. Yeah. So I don't think morale debuff playthrough is quite... Or, I mean, it's entirely possible I picked all the wrong things and I wasn't doing it right, or I don't know. But it just didn't seem like it... I joked the entire time, I think my anti-morale build is finally online. I don't really think it ever was. I don't know what I could have done different. Warlocks. Kind of the same thing. I don't quite know what Warlocks are trying to do. Lots of debuffs. The summoning, I get that. Summoning makes sense. The morale side was okay. There's some cool skills in here, but I just haven't quite figured out the sweet spot for Warlocks yet. I want to like them a lot because they seem pretty darn unique, but they kind of also just feel all over the place to me. And like I don't quite get, you know, what is the best way, or like usually there's like 2 or 3 ways to build the hero. Clearly you can do like a summoning. Then like what is all this? What is all this adding up to? This was definitely like morale side. But then all this stuff in the middle is kind of fuzzy to me. I think they're cool, but I don't know the best way to use them yet. Let's see. Anything else I wanted to talk about? No? Maybe? Maybe yes? I think that the takeaway from this... maybe I'll say... look at the tomes I took. Go tome library. My tomes. I think this tome is great. Kind of a sleeper hit. It's very good. This one... I mean, it's only good if you play Underground, and playing Underground is tricky at best. This is like, you know, for flavor reasons, you take this one almost. If there was a way you could set up like a narrative map and like, you know, give all the Underground factions Tome of Dungeon Depths, that might be kind of cool, but I don't know if that's worth doing. This one was fine. Just another tome that summons undead stuff. Tome of Oblivion, quite like it, quite pleased. Tome of Souls is fine. Tome of the Doom Herald, so yeah, not terribly impressed with this. Yeah. So again, like, if you can get their morale really low, you just deal more damage to them. Like, so you're having to invest in something that is going to make their morale low, and then you get a bonus. Like, I'd rather just take, like, you know, Tome of Pyromancy. There, just straight up, just deal damage to them. Just burn them to death. All in one package. What else was good? That's pretty much it. Yeah. I originally thought I was going to take more lightning stuff, but then I was like, oh, I should lean into the necromancy sided things, so probably this wasn't the best pick, but whatever. I don't think I used it a whole lot. In fact, I don't know if I used it at all. Oh well. With that said, it was interesting. This stream ended up a lot different than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to vampires. I think vampires are going to be so gosh darn cool. I can't wait. That said, those are just kind of my thoughts on this wrap up of this stream. I don't know if I'm going to do this for every series, but just as I was playing this one, I was like, man, this one is really kind of not... I had such a cool idea, and it just didn't really work out. Like, we still won, but did we really win? We didn't get the moral victory, the morale victory. If there's anything else in the map that'd be cool to look at. No, I think we kind of saw it all. Yep, we did. How many farms did Will end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Farmstead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Will, buddy. You don't need that many farms. That's ridiculous. Well, that was this game. That was fun. I probably won't try a morale debuff build again. Ever. Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe it'll become more viable in the future, and maybe I'll better understand warlocks and lean more into doing that stuff, but for now, I just think you're better off just chucking fireballs. Okay, I think that's a good wrap-up. Thank you for joining me. I've been Mixwell2520. This was the Tomb of Horrors. It was barely a tomb, and it horrified no one. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for... Home of Blood? No. Throne of Blood, November 11th. Looking forward to it. See you then. Bye-bye.